sponsors that we pay. And the other one is between 35 and 75 an hour, and does not include sponsorship, but it doesn't, their bids don't include the actual stage, entertainment, security, litter abatement.
I know, I meant the actual vendors for the banners, the receptacles and the planters.
Oh, no,
You can't find one.
it's a bid.
Okay.
You gotta have that equipment to put,
They have to have the cherry picker and all that other stuff to put all that stuff up, and,
and that's expensive to use by the hour.
right.
When is the deadline for the RFP, or has it passed?
For the summer festival RFP is passed. We already have the results back for those. We're gonna review those shortly.
And where is that, when you send out RFP, where does that go to? Because I didn't even know about it. And
It
Yeah.
was
It's
e-blasted.
open to the public, it's on our website, it's,
I must not be on your. did you make
Me
it?
either.
And it was e-blasted.
Okay.
You're on it.
okay, Commissioner Kareem.
So where we stand is that we have 40,000 actual for the summer festival. The Alderman is requesting $30,000 incremental, total 70 total. And then you said that we have our wish list in terms of, this is all included in the beautification, receptacles, planters, and banners. How are we gonna vet up the 67,000 for 1, 2, 3, 4, right?
Well, that actually should be 30.
That should be 30.
30.
Yeah, why don't we take $30,000 for the festival out already,
And then deal with what.
and then deal with the $37,000 in terms of making a priority.
Well, the
Well,
planners
you guys have to
are
vote
23.
on that.
Because
So,
if the planners are 23, that means no repair of the banners, or just only half the banners, get done from Jeffrey to Kimball. And no receptacles.
Where are the receptacles at?
We only have a couple right now, and they're located on, one is on the corner of 71st and Yates, and I think there's two on 71st and Jeffrey. Now, where the other ones are, I'm not sure.
there were the big belly ones, weren't
We,
there? Remember
yes, we
Allison
had
talking about
3 of
that?
the cutesy ones, and then we ordered the big bellies. Big bellies.
Where goes the one we
We don't, yeah, we're talking about the actual SSA.
Yeah, they have the SSA decal. And the purpose of all of this is obviously to beautify the district, but also to brand the SSA. The trash receptacles have SSA 42 on them, the banners will have the SSA 42. And, you know, it'll be like putting the finishing touches on the streetscapes from Jeffrey to South Shore Drive.
So what's the cost of doing that?
The total cost of the banners would be $26,100 if we replace them all.
I was gonna say, is that for them all?
Yes.
Yes, yes, it is.
But if we, you know, wanted to do a smaller portion right now, the banners would cost $145 each, plus the cost of the graphics, whatever that is.
And then the receptacles?
And the receptacles are approximately $13.25 each. That's the cost to make it and the installation.
Or total, well, there are 2 totals if you do one amount and then if you do another amount.
How many
Well,
what
they're
now?
$13.25 each, so we just have to decide how many we'll have to do.
Do the banners and
We don't need them all.
Well,
do the banners and the flowers go in the same length?
Yeah, the new Jeffrey, the.
Right, that's why we said we'll just put the flowers and not get the new 8-foot banners. And then we just get the old banners repaired from Jeffrey to Kimball, which would cut our price.
And I
What's the
don't think they're
cost?
the
What's the
same
cost?
light, I don't think they're the same pole.
And Kim, correct me if I'm wrong, the light pole has 2 banners. The light pole has the indicator on the street side, and then the banner goes on the sidewalk side, and then there's a shorter pole for the planters. Am I correct?
I think that's correct.
Yeah, I believe it is.
Here I have a picture, so.
How often do the banners have to be changed?
We try and change them seasonally for the summer, then we put up the holiday banners in the wintertime.
And when you take them, they're cleaned, you know?
They clean them and put them back up.
Okay.
And store them. They store
So
them
you
and put
can
them
keep
back up.
them.
The ones that are
Yes.
torn up by the weather,
I was gonna say.
we're asking them to discard those. They took down a lot of the banners that we can no longer use when they did the streetscape. So right
Yeah.
now, we're trying, and they gave them to us, so we're trying to salvage as much as that as possible to go from Jeffrey to Kimball.
Do you know how many of the banners are unusable?
No, not at this time.
comparison between paying $145 for like a cloth banner versus the steel that you said was expensive?
Probably about $2,000. I don't know, I could price it, but that, we wouldn't put a steel, if we did steel, then you can't do it from Jeffrey to Kimber because it's gonna be torn down when they do the rest of the streets.
Oh, I see.
So here's
Anything
a,
we put up is gonna come down, man.
who paid for the ones that are up there now, the steel? We didn't, it didn't come from our.
No, that came from the Alderman. She did that street. So that distinctly South Shore, she did it.
See how.
That's
So,
the new
and
vote.
it's really very nice, but
I
that's
was
on
just
one
thinking that
side.
it might be a big upfront investment, but they may last longer so that over the years, you're not trying to allocate more money to banners with the type of weather that we have.
And I agree. It's just that we have, if we're trying to juggle how much we're gonna
That's the pole,
spend,
the new pole.
you know.
That's the new
um,
hole and the.
Right now,
And
there's a request to take 30 of it and put it somewhere else, so therefore we only have 37 to operate. So we have to find the least expensive.
And it is busy, isn't it? Is there
It is.
someplace else or other ways to fund the summer festival?
Well, it would be on the other
Excuse me?
side.
Could you consider giving Alderman 20 and then everybody working to get sponsorship to make up the missing 10?
Yeah.
Sponsorship for,
For the
festival.
festival.
well, that's part of
Is
the
this a
event planner.
That's part of the event spend. That's
Yeah,
the
they
extra
have to come
25%.
up with sponsorship.
Okay.
What kind of festival is it?
It's a summer, it's like a
Right.
music festival.
Is that the one that's at the lake
Yeah.
that the alderman has
I didn't
every
know
year?
what
The Jesse
When
people
there's
were
a
there
real budget
last
put
year.
together
Yeah,
by
well,
the
so
event
last
planner,
year, was it
based on the
year
recommended
prior to that,
entertainers,
we had like some
and the
major.
cost of
Right, because
everything
last year was right up
Then
there
we'll know how much
at the
we need
Bongo
to
Beach, I guess that's what they call
Yeah,
it.
we had it up there the year prior to that with some major bands. Some major music bands.
So, what would you like to do? It's obvious you want to have the event. You have the RFPs from the 2 event planners, unless you want to put up another RFP out so that
I
people
think
get another
the
shot.
summer festival is a given,
Okay?
and whatever cost we decide to fund it.
Right.
My personal preference in terms of priority would be to have the banners first and the flowers third. We need trash acceptance, just for sanitation purposes. And it'd be nice to have the flowers. I'm not sure we can afford
You
it.
know, we have,
Well, we gotta have somebody that takes care of it. It's not like we just put them up there and they're there.
right, once the flowers are done, part of that 23,000 is maintenance.
Okay, it's included, okay.
Yes. So the decision has to be made on what is a priority and how you want to manage it. Mr. Small just stated that the event is a given, so therefore we have to decide what we do with the $37,000 based on the commissioner's vote.
Well,
Because-
so you have to vote though on, even though, Commissioner Small, you're saying the festival is a given.
Everybody
You guys
has,
have to have a motion
Gotta have a
on
motion
whether or not
and
you're
vote on it.
allocating $30,000 additional to that.
I know, I was just expressing my opinion in terms of priority,
Oh, yeah.
not making, I can't make a decision for the group. But I'll be happy to make a motion that we fund the summer festival in the amount of $30,000. Number one, well, no, that we fund
35,000.
the summer festival with $30,000 from the $67,000,
From the security line item.
Yes.
Security line item.
period. That's the motion, first motion.
I'll second.
Is there a second?
Second.
Second?
Discussion. Ask for discussion.
Ask for discussion.
Is there a discussion? All in favor? Aye. Okay.
Okay.
So we've allocated $30,000.
So that's a total of 75 total.
That's a
So
total
No,
of
that's
70.
Not
70.
It only has 40, and you're
40,
giving
and
them
then
30.
you're going 30, that's
30.
70.
Oh, okay, I thought you said 35.
No.
wow. Okay. Approved.
Okay, now the next item is to determine which of the 3 remaining items we want to fund, if at all.
Right.
My recommendation is to fund the banners and to fund the trash receptacles at some level, and forget the flowers.
Put that in motion.
I want to have some
Yeah,
discussion.
the planners, no, you have to put it on the floor in a motion before you discuss it. Say, I move that, whatever he said.
Okay,
You say, I move whatever he said.
I move whatever you said, but not
No
funding the,
less.
planners.
Wait,
They're already there.
Wait.
Okay.
You're gonna move what he says, somebody's gonna second it, and then you're gonna have a discussion about it.
Right.
At that point, you
I
need to
move what he
vote.
said.
Is there a second?
Repeat what he said, so they know.
The motion is that we fund the
Banner.
banners and we fund the trash receptacles, and we do not put aside money for landscaping.
And see, and then somebody seconded it.
That's been seconded, and
And now you talk about it. Any questions you have about it, we'll do that.
Okay, the discussion I have from the picture that we were just shown, we already have the hangers. So if we're not funding them, what are we gonna do with the baskets?
they're gonna be empty. We can't afford to fill them. It's gonna look odd.
It is.
And I don't like that, but I also don't like the fact we can't afford to fill them either, so, given the fact we can't afford to fill them,
But I think, I'm saying just for beautification purposes,
Diane, I agree,
that doesn't look good.
I agree.
Okay, so,
The motion down.
That's right. So we can't say anything, but you can vote it down.
You can vote it down.
okay, I voted down, I definitely voted down for that. Because, I mean, we,
Are we
just,
just two votes?
it's just a remark,
vote in a second. I mean,
it's,
proposal
the three
in
of
a
us, it's the
The three
three
of
of us. So how much do we have left?
You have
We have $37,000
Which
left.
one not?
37,000 is what you have left, Diane.
And if we just do the banners that need to be replaced, that's a cost of what?
It's $145 per banner. We have a total of 180 banners
That
throughout,
have to be replaced?
but not all of them have to be replaced.
So
I
we'll
have
say
to get
half.
an exact count. Yeah, let's just say
So
half.
guesstimate would be half at 100
Half of.
of the 180.
180.
You said it was $26,000.
That was all of them
All of
replaced.
That's
That's
all
all
of
of
them.
So half would be 13.
And do we know the efficacy of banners? The likelihood of someone, it's really for motorists. They stop, they wait at a red light, and they only look up. Because the average person is just walking, is not going to look up. You're gonna enjoy the flowers and everything else, so I'm just,
Okay, I was walking the other day, you know, with the new season, and from Sarah's to about 71st and Camden, and those banners were really clear in my mind.
which ones?
The steel ones.
I guess it was
The
steel.
steel ones.
Where were you walking?
From Chef Sarah's on 72nd and Exchange to 71st and Crandon.
But we're not voting on the steel ones.
Okay.
We're voting on the ones that are
See, you.
like
Cloth.
cloth, yellow.
She's just saying that she does, she do look up.
But you're right, those are nice.
Sierra, could you take pictures of the banners?
Yeah.
They show it to, so that they can see what they're voting on?
She passed it around.
Yeah, she showed me the banner.
No, the other banner. She's gonna, yes, the banner.
That's great, I think you should do
She's gonna
that.
show you the actual banner that we vote on to have replaced and repaired, that's up now from Jeffrey to Kimball and down Stony Island.
I'm just saying it gives a sense of a unified community, which of course you all put it there, so you know that. So
You're right, I mean, it's all inclusive, like it's all inclusive. Yes,
a place in time, a place
yes.
that you're here in a place.